August 13th, and we are about to make another back cover, or I'm about to. I always say we, don't I? About to make a back cover for my zine. Let's just see who is with us this morning. We have had, and I had all intentions of going out for an early morning walk, and that didn't happen because it was pouring with rain and thundering and lightning. Something which has been very rare in these past few weeks. And it was really nice to know that it's been raining. And it rained yesterday as well, which is really great as well. Welcome if you are here. If you are here, say hi. Good morning, Joanne. I'll wait until a few of you come in, but today's bird is going to be the American redstart, which is this one. He looks a little bit like the red-winged blackbird, but not, a little bit different. So I'm going to be doing him. I'm going to find a page to do a few. So, and then I have, where is it? This way. I took a picture where I saw the kingfisher the other week, and I know that I can zoom in and pull in some different foliage and maybe some grasses and things like that. And then I also have some herbs that I was going to use, like different shapes and foliage from the herbs. So that's what I'm going to be drawing this morning. So I'm going to just pull up American redstart here and try American redstart. And gather a few images of him in different positions. There's a few that I really like, so I'm going to be doing that. How are you? Hi, Julia. Good morning. Nice of you guys to join us. He really is the cutest little bird. And he kind of likes to puff his feathers up. Look, you can see. Look how cute he is. Super adorable. There's one here of him puffing his feathers up. That's so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to take those three that I've just screenshotted, and then I'm going to show you which book I have for you to as a show and share, which I got the other day. We have a bookstore, an online bookstore called Book Outlet here in Canada, and I'm not sure if you guys have it in the US, but I get a lot of my books from there. It is a Canadian store, but it's they're books that they have like a little dent in them, or they have, I don't know why this one was on there, but I'll show you. I think it's like when the edge of the spine is like not perfect, or maybe there's a folded paper inside. Anyway, this is the book that I got, and I got it when I got the other book as well, the Mole Seek and Find one. So this is The World of Urban Sketching. I love seeing urban sketches imagery, and this book, actually, I haven't looked through it completely. I just I got it the other day, so I haven't had time. But these are all the urban sketches that are featured, and yeah, the urban sketches where they are in the world. So they bring attention to different places that have urban sketches, and then also they have the names of the people, I'm not sure if they have the actual links to their Instagrams or their, but I'm sure you can look them up. Anyway, so it's really interesting to see different ways of approaching subject matter and using different mediums. Like fascinated by how people approach an image, what they leave in an image, what they take out of an image. Like just gorgeous, gorgeous work by so many different people. Anyway, it's a beautiful book. If you love urban sketching, or even if you just don't love urban sketching, if you love art, like lovely sketchbook pages to browse and to see different techniques and how to go about using different materials. So that's my book for today. I've put, like, the books are in the descriptions so you can have a look. I've put Stephanie Bauer's name and the title of the book so you can have a look at that. Good morning, Maria. How are you? Hi, Nanette. Yesterday I went on plein air painting with Christina. She's part of our group. She's half the year in Cornwall, and so we went down to the lake again yesterday. It was so hot, like so hot, and we should have got down there like an hour early. We got down there at 8:30. I left pretty much right after my live yesterday and stayed for 2 hours. Christina was smart. She found some shade, which was great, but the thing is, where she was sitting in the shade, I couldn't see the water, and I really wanted to do more water scenes. Sorry, so this is the first one that I did, and I was looking, we were up higher this time. Last week when we went down on this little almost like beachy area, and we were very, like, we were on par with the water, like we were right there. So this time we were up on this little platform. It was almost like a little deck that they built out, that there's picnic tables and stuff like that. If you see my reel in my Instagram, you'll see that. And then so the sun was, this is east, so the sun was just above this area. It was glistening on the water, and it was so hot. This was about, I'd say 15-20 minutes, and then I was like, okay, I need to turn the other way, which I was happy with, because the other way I could see more water. But like I said in my reel, the water kept moving. It was like I'm like, seriously, water, you need to stop moving, because yeah. Anyway, I didn't do any sketching yesterday. I did those two paintings, and then I was like, okay, I'm done. It was 2 hours in total, and I was hot, and yeah, so these are from last week. So similar area, and similar colors, obviously, but it was really nice to get out, and I'm glad that I did it, and I didn't give myself the excuse that, oh, it's too hot, and so I did it. How is Christina? Christina's great. She's going back in September to Cornwall. Hi, Kim. How are you? All right, so yesterday, just so that you guys know kind of what we're up to, if you haven't. This was yesterday's American crow painting that I did on the back. And then I did fill up my zine yesterday, so this was kind of like the scene that there was. You can see it was like a little platform, wooden. And then I'm like, my writing is just getting messier and messier, but I'm like, this is how I work, so. And then I also uploaded a new virtual art retreat, which I'm really excited about. So we're going to South America, we're going to Europe, Eastern Europe, we're going to Australia, and we're going to Africa. So we're doing all 4 continents, which I'm really excited about because the terrain is so different. Well, not so different. There are mountains and there are landscapes, but each culture of the countries are very different. And that is September 1st. If you've never done an art retreat with me, virtually, this is what we've been doing for the past 3.5, 4 years. And this is our 15th art retreat, and we go to 4 countries. It's 3 lessons a week. So Monday and Tuesday are at 10 a.m. and Thursday is at 3 p.m. And I wanted to do that because if you're in Australia, you can still come to the 3 p.m. If you've done a retreat with me, or if you're part of our Substack paying group, you will get 20% off. And then I was looking at the Mediterranean diet and thinking that I need to, it's basically I do all this, but sometimes I have a few processed foods, so, and a bit of sugar. So I was just looking that up yesterday. Yep. So eating healthy, trying to eat healthier. Okay, so for this morning I am drawing or painting. I'm not sure quite yet what I'm going to be doing. The American Redstart, which is a beautiful bird. This is the bird, and I did screenshot a few images of it, so I'm going to be doing some sketches of that. And then I have some foliage that I want to put around it, some herbs and some grasses, and so that's what I'm doing. My camera angle looks a bit odd today. Oh well. And I may put some collage in. I got my scissors and my glue stick out, and I may do that, stick some collage on. What are you guys all up to? I've been talking a lot, haven't I? Okay, I'm gonna start. Yeah, and today, if you signed up to the summer classes, we have a class. It's called, what is it called? I think it's Catching the Light on the Deer. Catching the light on the deer. Basically, it's deer in their environment, but with the focus on light and bringing next to your image. Next week we have a interiors, or no, next week is the still life one, and the following week is interiors. Oh, Julia says, I think 3 p.m. your time is 5 a.m. here in Australia. Oh, you can do that, Julia. That's doable. All the classes that I do teach are recorded, so you can catch the recordings. All right. Let's start. Let's start with the American Redstart. I'm going to do some just line drawings and get the bird in. Joanne says, I tried to catch up with my staying present drawings. Julia says, 5 a.m. is not my jam. Good morning, Natty. Bit tired, was thunderstorms raining at 3 a.m., which is much needed, but woke me up and my doodle up way early. Yeah, we had thunderstorms too. It was so good. So good. Love it that it's raining. I'm correcting. Yeah, we really did need it. Needed all the rain that came yesterday, and I'm not sure if it's going to rain today, but if it does, that is welcome as well. I'm fortunate that little Piper does not get affected by thunderstorms or by fireworks. She doesn't, yeah, it doesn't seem to faze her. She kind of looks up and is like, what's that noise? But she doesn't really care. It doesn't make her shiver and shake, which I'm lucky, because I know that some people's dogs are terrified by them. Okay, so we've got one here. Let's get the color in here. This one is the right one, not the other one. Haha. And I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. There we go, that's better. Good morning, Meryl, how are you? Oh yeah, I think it is definitely needed, the rain, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Does anyone do any urban sketching? I know that some people do. Michelle Shane, she just started a suburban or an urban sketch group, a suburban sketch group, that's what she started, where she lives, and there's quite a few people who have been joining. I think that would be nice in my area too, although the whole organization thing, but I guess it could be if it's once a week that people meet. I'm okay going to a similar place weekly. That's the only thing. It would be, I guess it wouldn't be too much to organize to do different things, but, and if you put aside that kind of time, yeah, let me know in the chat if you are a member or if you join any groups to go and sketch with. Bonjour Hippo, comment ça va? Hi Barbara, good morning, how are you? I'm drawing the American Red Start. I don't know if you have the Red Start in your neighborhood, in your area. I actually heard it the other day because yesterday, I should have done seagulls yesterday. There was a lot of seagulls at the beach, or at the lakefront, which is also a beach. And I did take some pictures, but they're on my phone. So maybe tomorrow I'll do seagulls. I think I'll just do 2 today. And then for my foliage, I really wanted to look at herbs. So I'm going to do some rosemary, which I don't think is, could it be native to Ontario? I know it's native to like Southern Europe. And then the marjoram. Has anybody been to, I guess there are people here who are in Southern Europe. I remember going to Sardinia, which is an island in Italy, and walking along the cliff edge and there's like such a distinct smell of herbs and like plants that grow like near the sea that have this very aromatic smell. If I could bottle that, I'm sure there is a bottle or some kind of scent that smells like that, but that is, it just, I love that fresh scent of like herbs and warmth and sea air. Okay, I don't need to do all of these, but I just want to get direction. So when I think I'm going to paint this. And then we've got oregano. Actually, they could be oregano, the other one as well, just the flowers. Probably have the same kind of smells in, because I think California is on the same, hang on, latitude as the Mediterranean, and so vegetation is super similar. It's super similar, not very similar, very super similar. Barbara says, I do some urban sketching. It doesn't need to be urban, just on site, I believe. Ah, yes, I think you're right. Do you join a group, Barbara? Like, do you have a group that you go with? I mean, you can do it on your own. Okay, and then I have parsley, curly leaf parsley, which basically look like trees. I'm just going to put that up here behind the red start. And maybe some behind here too. Nadia says she's like that Shara when I walk through a forest with evergreen trees types. I feel I can breathe way better. Hippo says rosemary is typical herb in Sardinia. Yes. Hippo, have you been to Sardinia? Sardinia. Ho voglia di ritornare a Sardinia. A Sassari. It's beautiful. I've never seen water like that. It's super, super clear. And the food is so good. Good morning, Melissa. Hey, Melissa. Are you home today? All right, I think I'm going to start painting. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to do some paint with some collage. So let's get my schminke out, but I do have to probably get some water. Oh, she's off to the office in a little bit. Okay. Well, have a good day if I don't catch you before you go. Maddie Maddie says, I'd like to go to Georgian Bay to see blue water. Our lake waters are brownish. Yeah, Georgian Bay is beautiful. Lake Huron is beautiful too. Hippo says, Sicily several times because we're going to move there. What? You're going to move there? When are you going to move? And we thought we will visit Sardinia when we will be in Sicilia for good. Is your boyfriend, husband Sicilian? You need to speak to Julia. Julia is also, she's Italian and I think has roots near Sicily. Okay, I'm gonna get a very light green to just block in. Block in some colors. My sister's gone down to Sicily a couple of times and absolutely loves it. I've really only been in the north and the middle of Italy, never down south. One day. I thought so. Julia says, oh, Hippo, we're in Sicily. I have family in Catania. Okay, I'm just getting like a lot of this color in the background so I can go over maybe with new colors. I'm just filling it in. Julia says, summer in Sicily by the beach with family is one of my favorite things in life. If you're here and you haven't been to Italy, you need to go to Italy. Like, it is probably one of my favorite places. It is just, and I think it's the people that make it really special. One of my favorite places. I have lots of favorite places. Melissa says, I have not been, but it's definitely high on the list. And Hippo says, our move to Cefalù was planned for 2021, but I fell ill in March 2020. In the end, we can't move. I'm 50% Sicilian. My father was born there and came to France with his family when I was 3 years old. Ai, parli anche italiano, Hippo. Well, Hippo, wishing that your health returns so that you can go down to Sicily. So you have family down there as well. Oh, Natty says, I like the glacier rocks. I literally just want to sit on one outcrop and know that the rock was affected by glaciers receding. Joanne says the Dalmatian coast is great and you have to see Dubrovnik. Yes, I've heard it's beautiful as well. There's so many places in this world that should and need to be seen. Okay, I'm gonna also just block in the birds and then probably do some new colors over the top. It's very oh, hang on a minute, the birds. Actually, I do want a little bit of this color because I need to make an orange for the that's taken a little bit of blue in it. I can see that. I mean, I could do this with neo colors as well, but I'll probably go over with neo colors. Just to brighten it up a little bit. Probably doesn't help that I have green on my brush still. Okay, I am going to also take this color beside it. I'm going to use this for the base of my branches. Julia says, I'm 50% Sicilian. Also, my dad came to Australia in the 1950s. My mom was Irish. Oh, Cefalù is a beautiful place. My last trip was in 2019. That's too funny. I mean, there could be a crossover somewhere there, you know. Interesting. Barbara says there are local groups, but the timing really works for me on the weekends. Oh, Barbara's going back to urban sketching, and it says which makes sense for most. I have done classes with James Richards in it. James Richards in Italy and Ian Fenley in New Mexico. How fun! That's so wonderful. Lucky, lucky. Okay, it is drying. I'm going to also put, okay, green. I just saw that I can put some more green here. Let's go a little bit darker underneath the red start. I'll have to look them up. I wonder if they're in the book. Barbara, could not get my chat to send, haha. No, that's okay. Yeah, I will try and remember what we were talking about, but yeah, like that's so New Mexico, and I wonder if they're in the book. Let's have a look. Ian Fenley, because they may be in here. Let's have a look. I don't think New Mexico's there. Where in Italy did you go? Italy Julie isn't even in here either. Well, but maybe they travel around, right? They're not, are they from those places? They're probably not from those places, are they? James. Julia says, I'm not sure how to tag properly on YouTube, but I'm excited for your move, Hippo, and love the connection. Tuscany. James is in Tuscany. Okay, yeah, it wasn't in the book, unfortunately, but I'm sure it was fantastic. Okay, I need some greens. I'm going to get some Neocolor greens out. Neocolor greens are a little bit funny, I find. Well, I'm going to use gold, and I have this one, and I have this one. And I have these are not, well, I have this one, but that one's probably not going to show up. I have this one. You guys probably have more greens than I do. I could use some dark blues as well. A lot of my Neocolors are broken due to me pressing too hard. Usually I'm going to switch this one for this one. It's the same color, but then I don't have to peel. I don't have to peel the paper. Is this one the same as this one? No, that's different. Usually you can see by the paper on the outside how different they are. Yep. Yeah, I was telling somebody the other day, my Neocolors are usually never organized, and then I'll organize them, and then they will, that's a different one as well. Okay, well, I have a few. Hippo says, thank you. If you want to tag someone, you need to tap at plus the beginning of the name. Click on the right YouTube name suggested, et voila. Oh, and Barbara says, Ian is British and James is American. Shai, would you consider teaching for a week in Toronto? Oh yeah, that would be a consideration. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about or doing a week up in the, like by the lakes. I think that would be really lovely as well. But yeah, Toronto may be a great week. So maybe I should think about that. I know it's probably more local to a lot of people. Okay, and then I need for my bird, I think I'm going to go with my black ink again just to get the majority of my bird in. And I have that. Where's my black ink? There it is, hiding behind my water. And the brush. Let's just get some green behind here. If you guys have taken my classes before, you know that I like blocking in color first and then putting any detail. It makes the whole process a lot faster. So the Virtual Art Retreat, really, like, I love the Virtual Art Retreats because we touch everything from landscapes and urbanscapes and figurative work and portraiture. And you get to try like different materials and different mediums, and you're not limited to just one subject matter. And then you also see what the country is all about and what it looks like. And trying to tackle different terrains and trying to capture those is a lot of fun. So I've really enjoyed teaching those over the past few years. And some of my favorite paintings have come out of art retreat lessons. Actually, I'm going to go through them soon because I want to take a lot of them to the art fair that I'm doing in the fall. Is C here this morning? I didn't hear her say hi, unless I missed it. Maybe I missed it. I know some areas can be a little bit lighter here, but it's nice to just get, like I said, get that color on, block it in, and then work over the top of it. Okay, get the little claws in, and I'm going to add a little bit of shadow underneath here, even though it's not this color, but that's okay. This is acrylic ink. Yeah, this is FW ink is the De La Roni acrylic ink. And if you don't know Missy Dunaway, she uses it a lot. It's permanent because it's acrylic and it's really opaque. Yeah, so I like it. Comes in lots of different colors. Yeah, and I love it because you can go over with new colors and it dries flat, so there's no sheen to it. All right, I'm going to go in with my darkest colors today first. Almost leaving negative space. Actually, I think I kind of did this yesterday too. Went in with my darkest. Tammy says, good morning. Hi, Tammy. Barbara said, oh, Nadia says, Barbara, I was wondering that too. Sumi ink or acrylic? It's acrylic ink. Oh, thank you, Natty. Natty says, don't forget to give Shar a thumbs up. Thanks so much. And I will get back to all your comments as well if you've commented in the past week on YouTube's and I haven't actually gone over there. I have notifications turned off, and I have it turned off because if I'm teaching, it'll pop up on my computer and it'll be like ding dong, like a doorbell. So I have notifications turned off, which means that I have to manually go in and check, which is fine, but I forget sometimes. And I saw yesterday that a few of you had commented, so I will go back and reply to comments and react to comments. So apologies if you did. I do love seeing comments after the fact as well. I know that I keep saying that, but if you're joining and listening to this and it's not live, it's nice to know that you're there, because I don't know who comes in after the fact. So please do not stop commenting, even if you are watching the live on replay. Melissa says, I should teach you the ways of Streamlab for live streaming. Yeah. How would that help, Melissa? Tell me how that would help. Is Streamline like OBS? Is it OBS Studio? I don't mind not seeing my face in the morning either, because like people see my face enough. I don't want to see it every morning as well. Also, like, you know, I know that I mean, I don't mind. I like seeing your faces, like you and Hippo, Melissa, in your live streams, but I guess people like that. So you don't have YouTube open with all the distractions, plus then you can add a little overlay with your name, website things. Yes, Streamlab is what I'm using instead of OBS. Okay. And is that because of the whole Apple thing? Because I have I don't have an Apple, I don't have a Mac or anything, so I think OBS probably still works. I know Maria has been like saying, I'm gonna help you set up, and I just haven't organized it. I do need to set it up. It is a bit mind baffling, like for me, like I find it a little bit, it's a lot. Maria says, yes, we would love to see your face. It's just a nicer used program, more friendly. It should work on PC. Okay. I know. I really should. I know I should. I will get it figured out. Okay. With the, I'm looking at a picture of a box or like a planter of herbs, and I'm really just looking at the shapes of the darker areas so that when I go in with my green, my lighter green, I have the dark already there, so just kind of blocking it out. There's actually not too much in this area down here, so maybe I'll just switch to a different green and not a blue. We'll go slightly lighter. Hippo says, I understand not wanting to show your face at 7 a.m. Actually, I think my face looks probably the best at 7 a.m. because I get up, I do my hair, I do my makeup, so like, yeah, I don't, like, I get up and get ready, not, in the evening, I'm like, I haven't paid attention to my hair and, you know, all that stuff. Tammy says, no one would want to see my face or my hair right now. Yeah, really for the past 5 years, I have been getting up early and getting ready. It's almost like getting ready for work, right? Like I enjoy it because I consider this part of my daily work process, like just getting ready and doing the exercises. And so yeah, I should probably take you and Maria up on it and get it sorted, because yeah, I would appreciate your help, both of you. Melissa says it's also really good for recording videos, so when you record your classes it can be super helpful. Right, that would be helpful, because I have, yeah, that's kind of an issue, because people say that Zoom actually takes away, I mean, I would have to do it on Zoom, but I mean, like when I'm recording classes that aren't on Zoom, it takes away a little bit of the performance, although I have it on high performance setting, so I'm not sure if it's better now. Maybe some people can let me know if it's better now. Yeah, pre-recorded. I getcha, I getcha. All right, I need, I don't think I have that color. This color is not really that color. Actually, I may just have to do half leaves instead of full leaves. This is where I kill my hands, because I press really hard. See, with new colors, if you don't press hard, you get this like really light feel of a new color, and I like the intense, which I think probably is better if I just use markers for that solid feel. Okay, gonna get some See, this month to me has been really no pressure, no pressure at all. Like it's, I mean, it does continue throughout the day, like the whole journaling and everything. But the mornings, I love this kind of way of working because I'm experimenting, and I'll pick out something, you know, I'll learn something about my process that I maybe haven't used and I can use in like my teaching or in my own work, and love how something has, like, I don't love it all, but if I do end up enjoying like the overall outcome, then that's something that I would translate over to a class or a piece of work that I'm doing and working on. You know what's missing in Neocolors is that, and I'm almost gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to use the beige for it. It's like this color, but a little bit lighter and a little bit warmer, not as cool. And if you have that color, let me know what it is. Because I don't think it's ochre. Ochre seems, right? It's a bit too, maybe the mix of the two. But then it's too dark. Mix and then white, maybe. Yeah, kind of that color. Not. Okay, and I need actually this color, oops, underneath the bird. And a brighter orange on here. Some people like to sharpen their Neocolors. I feel you can get the same effect with just using the edge of your Neocolor. Saves you a lot of time from sharpening it. Morning, Reb. How are you? Thanks. Nice of you to say hi. Hippo says golden ochre. Yeah, that's what I thought as well, Hippo, but it's not. It's, I want almost like a more muted tone. And there's like just not that color. They should have a what color is missing from the Neocolor packs, and then artists could submit a color that they don't have, that they're missing. That would be really great, right? I think it would be great. And I think these this rosemary probably would have been better painted for the mark making, because it has like a wider middle and a thinner tip and base. I can probably go over with some paint as well. C says, waiting for my IV, so checking in with no sound. Beautiful birds. Ah, thanks, C. Hope today goes well. Nadia says, Melissa, I wrote them down finally in my little notebook when you went to Japan. Did you buy more in the same? Oh, when I press hard, my neocolors break into small pieces, and I don't think I'm even pressing very hard. Super frustrating. Yeah. Tammy, a lot of mine are like this. Yeah, you do need to hold them close to the end. Tammy says, I also like using wet paintbrush and taking color right from the neocolor. Yeah, that's also a great, I do that sometimes too when I don't have the right color for like paint and stuff like that. So that's always, it's always a good thing. Like neocolors are just so versatile. Some people don't like neocolors. And not everybody is going to like everything, so. Oh, it's 8 o'clock already. How did that jump up on us? That went really fast. An hour sped by. Thank you all for watching today. And if you're in our group and you have your daily that you want to share with us, please go to the chat in Substack for our mornings. It would be nice to see people's work. And I've been trying to share some of your work on Instagram. For some reason, I think something's up with Instagram, because even when you tag me, I see it and I just click on it, and then I can't share it, and I would have to do the whole like screenshot and tag, and sorry, I've been super busy recently. So I know that Elvira posted beautiful shadows and I didn't get to share those. Elvira, if you want to try again or send me the image, I'd love to share that. Yeah, and some of others have been posting as well, and I haven't been able to share. I don't know, I think it's a glitch that Instagram is having right now, but I have been trying. Okay. So yeah, remember to, if you're watching this after the fact, comment, let me know what you're up to. If you didn't see the book this morning, I did a little bit of a flip through of The World of Urban Sketching, which I recently got, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Great to see what people use in their urban sketches, whether it's pen and ink, whether it's watercolor or crayons, or love this, love that. La terrazza de mi casa. So it's, yeah, it doesn't, like Barbara says, it doesn't have to be out and about. It can be very local. It can be, and like Michelle is doing, she's started her suburban sketch group. I love that idea. And maybe if I keep going on Tuesdays, I can do something like that. I think it's nice to bring community together, and we have our worldwide community, but it's also nice to bring local community. And I would totally sketch and meet up with all the Toronto people on a weekly basis, but it's sometimes not that easy because of the dog, and you know, not being able to just get into Toronto. It's a whole day thing, basically, or at least a full half day. And I can't leave Miss Pipes for more than that, more than like 4 hours, really. Okay, my page went a little bit crazy and I didn't put what it was. So let me put what it is. It's an American Redstart. I'm going to put it right here. Oops. Okay. And I hope the rain is like dampening all the fires that are very close to us, only like 40 minutes away, 30 minutes away. And they have been out of control. So I'm hoping that the rain that we had has put a stop to those fires. And I hope you guys don't have any fires in your area. But thanks for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Natty. Kim says, thank you for joining me for my morning coffee. I truly enjoy these morning sessions. Oh, thanks, Kim. And Natty says, sending you blessing. And Hippo says, hi, Reb. Sorry I missed this. No, Lyras, they break too. Yeah. Tammy says, do your pages stick together with the new colors or do you spray them? Oh, no, they don't stick at all. They don't stick together at all. They are fabulous with new colors because they're flat. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're great. I like new colors. They don't stick together. There may be a little bit of overlap. You can spray them, but I don't. And Tammy says, love watching your process. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing. Thank you, Natty. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. And thank you, Laura. Bye, everybody. Take care. See you.